Online, can you able to hear me? Yes. Good. Good afternoon, online too. Let's start the class. Let's just repeat what we discussed yesterday, sir. Actually, MongoDB is so easy. When you are making it a basic commands like normal English only, it will take it. All you need is a object structure, key value pair. Okay. Now, first discuss a basic questions. If you put it in your resume, if you have put it in your resume that you know MySQL and MongoDB, the first question they will ask you, what is the difference between them? One follows with something called SQL structure, one follows with no SQL. Basically, SQL is structured query language. What does that mean? It means you will have some queries. You will write it one query and the answer will be structured. Even the data will be stored in a structured format. Okay. One table is there, sir, student. So now how do you define that student table is? You will write it one student table, and in the student table you will have roll number, you will have name, you will have age, you will have marks. So these things will be there for everyone. Is it clear? Is everyone clear, sir? Yeah. That is called structured data because it follows for everything the basic structure, and it follows. It maybe follows the table one or any other things. It doesn't matter. Okay. Even the stack is uh, even that stack one is structured data or the queues one also. We follows with something. Actually, there are some DBMS which follows linked lists also, but we are going with the tables one, RDBMS. So SQL follows with structured data. When it comes to NoSQL, the structure of the data will not be defined. NoSQL by means it's not SQL, not a structured data. Uh, one person may have name, marks. One person may have name, marks, age also. One person may have name, marks, age, some other factor. Okay. It's like some persons may have some property, some persons may not have the property. If it is a structured data, everyone will have that property. Whoever is not having the value will become null. Right? Right or not? But it's not like this. Here, each and every data will be individual, like how your profiles will be. Okay, in your social media. To maintain a larger data, we use this in a simple form. To maintain a larger data, we use MongoDB. Not only that, not only MongoDB, any NoSQLs will be actually very light. For example, you remembered to load, it's like to maintain something 12,000 rows, to maintain 12,000 rows in a one particular Excel, to bring that into SQL table, it took us some time, right? If I'm storing that in MySQL somewhere server, it will cost me some memory and some, cost also, right? For companies, nearly lakhs and lakhs of lines will be there. In one table, there will be lakhs and crores, but it will be too difficult. If you are going with MongoDB kind of one, for example, one of the company which I worked having nearly 2 lakh rows, and it just cost them just 20 MB, which is like what, which is like some 2 3 photos, isn't it? So that is very easy to store and easy to retrieve also. Okay, but but there are so many other differences. SQL data, whatever MySQL and all are there, these are used for complex queries. I need to write something big business logic, sir. Complex queries. I will use that. It is slow, but it is complex one. For example, Amazon kind of one. Amazon will have a huge bunch of data. I have Amazon Prime account and take it one order. Imagine I'm buying some item in the Amazon website and I have an Amazon Prime account. Do you know that Amazon.com will know that whether I have Prime account or not? It will know. Whenever you are ordering it, it will check it. Like if you have a Prime account, it will deliver it fast. If you are not having it, it will not. But these two are separate ones, separate complete databases, and they will be connected. And it needs to retrieve a large data. Okay. But if it is normal NoSQL platforms, they cannot write the big complex queries. NoSQL platforms are actually used to write simple queries. For example, if you want to just write a simple logic for one school, one office, okay, one simple software, you will go with NoSQL. What if there are multiple branches for that office or a school or particular software? You need to go with multiple kinds of places and all data. Then it will be difficult for you to retrieve the data based on combining all. Okay, basically joins are very difficult when it compares to NoSQL. Okay, but in RDBMS it's very easy. So for complex queries we use it something RDBMS, sir. Online is voices. Okay. Online is voices, okay. Yeah, some people are saying no. Yeah. So now NoSQL platforms will actually take it like something very quick, less memory, but which are used for light queries, not the complex queries. Okay. Now, next one. Next one. There are so many NoSQL platforms. Yesterday we have seen Redis or Cassandra or Couch or Mongo. There are some other things also. Okay. Try to explore it whenever you are free. I think yesterday I told you, na, you guys to explore. Did anyone tried it? Did anyone find anything new in the open source? Raise your hand. Any name which you find it in open source? Anyone? Online, online, if anyone find anything new? No? Just try to get it open source, sir. Any software which you want to know, any application you are working on, check it open source. Or I think I asked you to do it with Python also. When you go for your Python application, check more and more pip packages. Okay, that will make your program very easy. If you know the exact package, your program will complete in 2-3 lines. If you don't know that, you have to write a big logics. Anyway, next one. Next one. Let's start with MongoDB. Let's go to the official website and we'll see what they are telling it about. In case if anyone don't know MySQL, just practice that also along with this. You need to master at any one. Okay. Sir, is two are necessary? No. We will tell two so that you can choose your career. For a fresher, two are not necessary. But once you join in a company, that may be necessary. Because sir, you joined as a MySQL. They will give you MySQL project. After some time, they will shift it into MongoDB with another project. When the another project comes and when they give you MongoDB, you should not say it like I am MySQL developer, I'm MySQL person, I can't go with MongoDB. You should always cope up with them, right? So that is why you just have an idea on both the things. But whatever you prefer it, you should be master in it. Is it clear, sir? If you know only one thing also, you will get job, ma. This is the what the problem with 99% of the freshers. They wanna master everything, especially full stack developers. This is what I have saying it like last 3-4 years, people everyone becoming full stack developers. Full stack developer means either you see persons you know database, you know front end, you know back end. But which is your skill set? It's like I can do everything. Then what you are strong at? You should be at least strong at one point. Okay. And people cannot believe you if you are strong at everything at the initial point. Is it clear, my thing? You should be strong except HTML, CSS. Try to be strong in any one. Okay. If you are a front end, choose one framework, Angular or React. Perfect. If you are a back end, you should be perfect in Django. If you are a database, choose one database and you should be perfect with. Okay. But don't say it like I know this one, I know this one, but I can't be sure of it. No, don't be in that stage. Okay. I think you guys already know. If you try to practice any skill for some time, I think 21 days or something is there in some books. So if you practice it daily for 21 days for 1 hour, and you will be master in that skill. That's what they mention it. Anyway, now see here MongoDB. Where is they mentioned it about? You see, it uses this all platforms: Google Cloud, Accenture, okay, Vercel. Do you guys ever see this kind of sites? Do you guys see this? Do you guys know even what is Vercel? What is Google Cloud? What are these things? Have you ever been into this, sir? Try to go into those things and build these things. If you are going to TCS company interview, first see the TCS website. Okay, if you are going for something Azure one, or try to see what is this AWS, what is this Google Cloud. You don't need to go with completely whatever your skill set. If you are going with DevOps thing, you need to know AWS 100%. But you should have a basic idea if you are a full stack developer. Okay, but try to master in one thing, sir. Now let's go with documentation. Hmm. Database. If you go here, MongoDB community, then it will tell you everything about MongoDB community here. Not only installation, why install? Okay, it is telling only install one. Very bad. MongoDB. It's in a source available cross-platform document-oriented database program. So this one goes with NoSQL one. Okay, and it utilizes something like BSON. BSON is like JSON structure only with binary data, binary JavaScript, no, JavaScript object notation. Okay, the BSON format will be there, and it will store the data in the documents. Similarly, like RDBMS store it in the tables with fields, na columns. Here it stores with something called documents, sir, and it is also something called cross-platform. Cross-platform means you can use it for any kind of one. You can use it for normal Windows applications or iOS applications or whatever applications you want. You can use it for. Let's see how it will work now. Let's first install it, sir. Let's install MongoDB. I think already we installed it. Just I'm showing you. Go to this website mongodb.com/try slash try slash. Okay, now it will not work, I think. So mongodb.com/try/download/community. Okay. So let's go here. Here, let's download it. Already we have seen this. For the persons who have not seen or tried, download, and it will automatically download, sir, which we downloaded yesterday. Okay. Now, sir, after you downloaded it, for the persons who tried it, after you download it, it will show you something MongoDB. When you are downloading it and double click, it will show you something called next. So you will click on next, next, next until you have something called finish. But when you click on first next, you will have two options: complete and repair. Complete and some other option also will be there. So you click here, complete. If you already installed, it will show you change, repair, remove. But basically it will show something complete. If you selected folders also, it will show. Now you don't need to change it anything. Just click on until it's finished. Okay. Now then MongoDB server will be there. Along with this, MongoDB Compass also will be installed. DB Compass is also installed. Compass is like the user interface, how we will see the screen. Okay. Now go here and left side in the tools, you have something called MongoDB shell. You will just download the MongoDB shell and then once you download it, you will get in a zip file. Yesterday I have get it. Let me show it to you. Downloads. Here MongoDB. And this one you have to extract it. Once you extracted it, sir, you will get one file and you will go inside. Don't directly copy that file because whenever you are extracting for the persons who don't know, I'm just saying it, zip file and extraction file actually will create one more layer. Whenever you are zipping one file, for example, there is a file named X. If you are zipping, it will put this X file inside one another folder with the same name X and then will zip it. So ultimately two folders will be there. So you will have another folder inside. So this folder, rename it as Mongosh or something, whatever. If you don't rename it also, it will work as it is. Just copy it and go to your C drive in program files. And in the program files, MongoDB, in the MongoDB, just paste it along with the server. It won't be there here. Okay. After you pasting it, sir, if you go into this Mongosh and inside the bin, you will have Mongosh application and just click on it, it will install. Mongosh application also easily installed, like how you install normal applications, it will install as it is. There won't be anything bad in it. Now, after installing it, one step you have to do to make it Mongosh or MongoDB work is go to the environment variables. First, go to this particular bin. Any application, go to bin, copy the bin path and paste it inside the environment variables. Click here, environment variables. Okay, spelling mistake. Environment variables. And then click here, environment variables. And then click here, select here path, edit, and give whatever the path you like. Is it clear, ma? Any doubts till now? Yeah. Now, same way you have to give the path for Mongoose, you have to give for normal MongoDB also. If you give both and if you just restart your system once, both will work. Is it clear? So Monday, I am expecting everyone 100% to install the MongoDB in your system. Okay. Yeah. The detailed instructions are actually uploaded into this file only. I will just upload it into the drive also. Okay. Now, after this, let's see the basic commands. Before seeing basic commands, see the basic terminology. I think already we have seen terminology. Where is this terminology? Okay, I didn't write the terminology, I think. Let's see. Already we know this, but Compass is user interface. Compass is user interface. Like where you can see the database and all easily. Or Mongosh is command line. It's like the shell, we will call it. Same like how we have it like SQL shell, where we have command line clients, or we have something called uh, in your Python, you have one package, PyMongo. PyMongo is a pip package for Python. I think everyone is Python developers only, right? Here, huh? Java. Is there any Java one here? No, na? Yeah, pip package. So if you want to try it, sir, try to install the try to install the PyMongo. Pip install PyMongo and just to see the documentation, like na, if you see it, it won't be big deal. You will understand it, like how to create, how to connect the connection. If you give URL, it will connect it, sir. Now let's start. If you want to, Mongoose will be there, which is you don't use it, but it's a node package. Same like PyMongo and Mongoose, both are same. To connect the MongoDB into the application, we will use something called Mongoose, which is for node MERN applications, Node.js. Now let's go here. Compass. MongoDB Compass. Let's see all the ways. These are the things we discussed yesterday. Now, if you see here, Compass. See here, one link is there. Is it clear, ma? Now, understand these things. We are doing it in local host. That means we are not having it any server. Okay. You can actually create a cloud server also, which is called MongoDB Atlas. What it is called? MongoDB Atlas. That also I will show you. Like you can go with Atlas, you can go with localhost, you can go with shell, you can go with VS Code or command prompt. There are several other ways, but this program, actually this course will tell you everything in this only, in localhost only, but it will be somewhat different if you go for Atlas and all. Now let's see here, sir. Now, very good. Now see, this is the string. You need to remember the string, at least the path, and you can change it, sir. By default, 27017 will come when you open this one. Okay, if you want it, you can change it. 3000, okay, or something. But let's leave the port as it is. In future, we will change it. But if you change it also, it works as it is. Let's connect it. So that means in 27017 already it is running it. Now, same way, how do you connect with command line? Mongoose. Let's open Mongoose. Here also. MongoDB / localhost / 27017 017. Sir. Okay. And you can use it this one now. Or go here, command prompt. In the command prompt, just type here Mongoose. To get it this Mongoose in the command prompt only, actually we put this thing in uh, environment variables. Do you know that? Do you guys know why we put something in environment variables? Your command prompt will know only one thing which is in the command prompt. Your command prompt only know one thing which is in environment variables. For example, in your Python, you will use terminal. Na? In the terminal, you are using pip or something. How your terminal know where the pip is? In the environment variables, you will write that path in the bin. Okay. If you don't do that, automatically it won't work. Okay. Now here, next one, or I can go to VS Code. VS Code is mostly used for code editing purposes, sir. This is a code editor. Not only VS Code, in your whatever the uh, code editor you use, in that also plugins or extensions will be there. Na? Try it for MongoDB extensions if you want to use that one only. Imagine I am developing application using Python in VS Code. Imagine I'm using VS Code and I'm doing some Python application, and suddenly I want to use some Python database. I don't need to go to Compass application. In this terminal only I can use it. All you need to do is right side here, you will have something called MongoDB. Here I have it. It is already connected, and yesterday only I did it. Okay. So because it's connected, if I type it here, Mongoose, it will come automatically. Now I can use it however I like it. Is it clear, ma? So whatever the terminal or the code editor which you preferable, you go with that, and it doesn't matter which one you used. Okay, clear. In this course, we are using mainly these two things. Okay, any doubts, ma? Now, one more suggestion. Also, go to this MongoDB official website and click here MongoDB Atlas, try free. It will take you to sign in and it will bring MongoDB Atlas, sir. If you sign up, it will show you MongoDB Atlas. Why it's taking this much time? Cloud MongoDB. This is called Atlas. How do you connect the cloud one? In cloud one, we will have clusters. Cluster is basically a server. Okay. For example, I took one cluster which is in Bombay. So that in Bombay, my server is there. In that server, my data will be stored. In localhost, I can store it, or I want to store it in something net, sir, so that anyone can take it. That, for example, I am doing an application and my database you want to use. Okay, then how do I give it in localhost? I can't give it now, right or not? So there are two ways. Either I can send you my JSON file, or I will directly give my URL of this particular database, and you can also connect with it if you have basic username and password. Is it clear, ma? So in cloud way, we can do it actually, but both are works in the same way. Something like record based. What is happening? Voice. Seriously? Is voice is breaking online? Huh? Okay, for some people, no, it's clear then. Okay. Let's start. Let's go to the commands. Show DBs. I have a databases. School I have. Movies I have. Now, sir, if I use if I use EMS, Employment Management System, Employees Management System. Sir, how this databases will work is MongoDB is a dynamic one. You don't need to create it. You can directly use it. This will apply to all the things. For example, you want to add a column. You don't need to add you want to add it one field, or you want to add it one document. You don't need to directly add. You can directly use it. If it is not there, it will only add it. Okay. Yeah, there is a one future for that. There is one feature. That's why it is called dynamic. Okay. This is a dynamic database, sir. Now here, if I write it use EMS, automatically EMS will be created. But if I write it here show DBs, it will not show. Okay. The reason it is not showing it, because database will be created, but until you give one collection inside this, it will not show you the basic database. Sir, what is a collection and all? So in MongoDB, a basic terminal, databases have something called collections. Databases will have collections, sir. Collections are like your tables. They are similar to tables. They are similar to tables. So tables, what they contain? Tables contain rows of data, records of data. Similarly, collections contain documents. Collections contain documents. Now, in MongoDB, everything is documents, sir. Documents. They are similar to records. Records means rows. I think you already know this. And inside these records, inside these documents, you will have fields. Fields. They are similar to columns. They are similar to columns. Now, if I have to write, if I have to give here one simple document, and this document will have open brace, name, usually every document by default, it will only have ID and all. We will create it and you will see it. But I'm just giving it like this: name, Shaker, and comma, age 20. See, this is similar to your object structure, right or not? Similarly, how your objects are there, it is like that only, sir. This is one way. This is one document. What it is? One document. What if here I have the similar document? Like I can have it in another document also, like only it contains name, Raj. That is possible now. Okay. Now these two documents will see. First document contain two fields. What are the fields? Name and age. Second document contain only one field. What is that? Name. And these two documents are inside one collection. Inside one collection. And that collection, so many other collections are inside one database. Inside one database. Any doubts, sir? No, very good. Let's create one simple database, ma. Let's create a simple database and we'll do basic CRUD applications. Let's start it here. Now, db dot, how do you create a collection? Db dot create collection, and here collection name, employees, and then okay true. Okay true, that means collection is created, sir. Collection is created. Now next, db dot create collection, uh, employees, managers. Okay. Now how do you see how many collections are there inside the EMS, sir? Show EMS, sorry, show collections. To show the database, show DBs. To see the collections, show collections, which is very simple actually. Okay. But sir, I am telling you before only, whatever the commands you are learning, these are specific to MongoDB, Compass. Now, MongoDB, Compass are basic localhost. But if I'm going with PyMongo, the commands were a little bit different. Okay. If you are going with Mongoose, the commands were little bit different. The concepts were same. You need to see that syntaxes. Okay. Now here, uh, show collections. Now let's delete this database. How do you delete the database? db dot drop database. But this is undone procedure. Like if you create it, if you delete it once, you cannot get that back. Okay. So you normally in real time scenarios, we won't use it at all. Okay. But you can do it. Now dropped EMS. Okay. Drop DMS. Now CLS. Now show DBs. Now there is no DMS. There is no EMS. Now again, let's do it, sir, one by one. Sir, if you click on your top arrow in your mouse, upper arrow, you will get it previous commands. If you go with the down arrow, you will get the later commands. Now let's go with up arrow and let's create it one more time. Use EMS, already on DMS, very good. Now let's create a collection employees. Again, I'm creating, let's create a collection named managers and show databases, show DBs. Now see, this time DB named EMS is there. Any doubts, ma? But if you want to create it in your Compass, If you want to create it in Compasser, it is more easy. See, go here, Compass, you can just click on this and you can write it here. I want to create it one database named e-commerce. And here I want to start it something called products, initial collection. That's it. It will create it a basic e-commerce, right? Compass is easy. Compass will have it if you want to. Sir, how do you delete it? How do you delete it? In Compass, if you want to delete something, you can just click on this delete button automatically. E-commerce. Just if you click on the trash icon, sir, automatically it will delete ma. Simple. Any doubts? Now, usually I prefer you to go with both the things. Now, let's delete this movies, delete. Let's delete school, delete. Now, let's go here. If you ever want to go out of the command line, just press exit. Okay, which will stop your command line. These are basic commands, ma. Any doubts? Sir, till now, I am inside the EMS, show collections. Is my collection is having any data? Do my collections have any data, sir? No. First, insert the data. How do you do that, sir? db dot employees. You need to know 4 commands. First, what are the commands we wrote it? Show dbs, default connection, create the database, and then here create collection. Create collection. How do you create it, sir? db dot create collection, and in brackets quotation collection name. Okay, and then to delete database db dot drop database. Now functions has to be wherever the capital and small are there, functions has to be like that, sir. Okay, now to delete collection, to delete a collection, sir, db dot collection name, whatever the collection name dot drop. db dot collection name dot drop. Sir, if I go here and if I write it here, db dot collection name dot drop, it is true. True means it's completed perfect. Sir, remember always these responses will come true, false only. Okay. So based on the responses, you will write the program. You will keep that program in a logic of if loop or something, whatever you are getting the details, you will store it in a Boolean values. Okay. Now here, so now if I write it here, show collections, only managers are there. Is it clear, ma? Now, first insert the data. Insert. We have two methods to insert a document. To insert a document. To insert a document, ma, you have two methods. One is insert one. Another one is insert many. First one is insert one, sir. Second one is insert many. Okay. Now my client, see my compass and Mongoose both are connected to 27017 only. So if I do it in compass also, Mongoose will be updated. If I do it in Mongoose also, compass also, it will be updated. Okay, because both are working on same server. That thing you should observe. Okay. Now, if you see it here also, in compass also they are deleted. In EMS, only one collection will be there now. Managers. Okay. So why I'm not showing it here is because this is easy. Just creating or deleting. If you want to create anytime plus button, if you want to delete anytime the trash icon. Okay. But you should know basic commands now. That's why we are doing it in shell. But I will show you alternatively both the things. Okay. Yeah. Now, if you want to delete it, if you click on it, it will drop the collection. Simple. Okay. It will drop it. Now, let's start it, sir. Insert one. It is used to insert one document into the collection. Sir, if you want to insert only one document into the collection, sir, you will use insert one. Okay. If you want to add it multiple ones, you will go with insert many. It is used to insert multiple documents into collection at a time. At one time only, if you want to make it like everything, then you will use something called insert minima. Did you remember in your SQL also when you are inserting it, you can specify directly insert, okay, and insert into values. You can give one value, it will automatically one row will be updated. If you want multiple in the same commands, you can put comma and you can do it, right? But here you cannot do it. Insert one will take it one. If you go with insert many, it will take it many. Okay. Now let's see, sir. Let's see. No worries. Yesterday, whatever happened, I already repeated in this class now. Whoever missed yesterday. Now let's go here. EMS. DB dot managers dot DB dot collection name dot insert one. Sir, inside these functions, MongoDB actually works with everything function only. There are some functions, but always remember, I think you know basically any functions, sir, will be use something called camel case. Camel case means first letter will be small, every other word will be capital, right? That's why if you see my drop database or create collections or everything, which is initially small and the later will be for every other word, it will be capital. Okay, now here also insert one. Now inside this, sir, here open brace, close brace. Always your MongoDB will take it something called BSON, similar to JSON, which is like the object of objects. You guys know what is object, right? Do you? Oh, let's write it now here. Then let's write it here. Oh, sorry. Insert, spelling is wrong. Insert here, write it something. Name, shaker. Sir, when you give it name shaker, for the name field key value, shaker value is deleted. And shaker is a string value here. There are different data types here. One thing which is in double quotation or single quotation is called string. Now here you can give it double quotation string shaker or single quotation shaker. It does not matter. A character is also a string. If you give one character with the single quotation also is a string. If you give it double quotation also string. There is no difference between single quotation and double quotation here. But preferably there is one thing called consistency rule. That means it is better for you to understand to use only one way. Either use throughout your program double quotations or single quotations. but both are same. Okay, there is no difference here. So I am preferring it something double quotation, because even in programming languages, most of the time strings are double quotations. Okay, in some programming languages, characters will be used with single quotations. What is Python? Python also will use characters, single quotations, right? Both will be used. Then it's fine. Same thing like Python then. Now here it will use name, Shaker, now comma, age. Now I can give something called a number, sir. A number is taken a data type called number. Here integer, long or double, everything is a number only. Okay. You may not differentiate. There is no differentiation like you have to give it in integers only, numbers only, something double values only, something like long values only. But sir, I want to write in double only. I want to give integer only, or I want to give long only. If you are specific, you should call one method which is called numberInt, numberInt, and you can pass it. If you give something like this, then it will convert your number, whatever you are giving, into integer, and it will give it. This concept in programming languages called as a typecasting. Do you guys know that concept? In programming languages, one concept is there, sir, for every data type. Data types, double quotation, single quotation, or double quotation is string. Normally, any number is number, sir, number data type. But guys, focus here now. But if you want to give it specifically a particular value, you can pass it with some functions called numberInt. There is three functions: numberInt, number long, number double. These works like your wrapper classes, which are used to for the persons who don't know, this works like something called wrapper classes, which are used for typecasting methods. That means if I give inside the number into some value, that value will be converted into integer and will be stored as integer. Okay, if I store if I write it something number long inside, if I give it, it will convert it into long, and that means it will be given more memory in our database. If I give it here double, then the number will be converted into the decimal value and will be stored. There is nothing called float. There is nothing called any other thing. Okay, we have it three things: numberInt, number long, and number double. Okay, in rarest cases we will use these things. Okay, ma, is it clear? Yeah, you need to have a basic JavaScript if you want to know this. Okay, I think even in your Python the same things will happen, right? Now next one, you can do something like this. I am preferring most of the times just number only. Now, sir, you can give it something called age, uh, result, fail, false. I will give. There is a data type called Boolean value. Boolean value will store it something true or false, ma. Okay, you can give true value or you can give false value, and it will store it as binary JSON. I told you that means it will store it the true value as 1 and the false value as 0. Is it clear? Yeah. Three more, and there is one more interesting data type named date. I can give it here: date of birth, doj, new date. New date, sir, you know what will happen in new date? New date, anyone who knows JavaScript can tell me what this new date will do. What is new date will do in JavaScript? Current date, very good. New date will give you current date with the time and zone and all will come. When you write it new date, sir, the exact date of today and the exact time will come. Or if you wanted to give your own date, you can give it. Usually the format is this: year, month, date. I will tell you what is the format it will give you also. Date will use always new date method. New date. It returns current date and time, current date and time with format like this. By default, what is the format will come, you know? Year y dash dash dd, then t, some t will come just for a separation of time on this, and then hs and yes. Sir, I am using capitals because just to differentiate between the time and this. Okay, and then last z will come. This is by default t and z will be there. What is the t means? T means I am going to tell time just to differentiate the date and time. They use something called t in between. Z means zone. Okay, there are some different zones. For the persons who don't know, computer will take it the times in UTC zone. Do you ever know the zones? Learn the zones. Okay, actually that's an interesting concept also. Now let's go here, or you can enter your own date, your own date. How do you give it, you know? New date. Here if I give, imagine here I give 2023 5th month 25. You know what will be stored actually? Guys, if you give just a date also, you cannot store just a date. If you give something like new date 2023 something, you know how it will store? It will store it like 2023 5 25 t 000000 z. This is what it will store. Because you did not specify the time, it will take it automatically zeros time. Okay, when you are retrieving the date, you can actually retrieve the date, exactly time also. But when you are storing it, this is how it will store always. MongoDB. Okay, I will show you why, how it will show, and we will, when we created it will show now. Now next one, there is another data type called pattern. How many of you know regular expressions, Ray? Do you guys ever heard of regular expression? There is one concept called regular expression. When we will use regular expression? Huh? You erase. अरे you all used in HTML ना? HTML forms create करा ना? Huh? Search pattern or email pattern or somewhat patterns. Very good. Regular expressions is nothing but a string which is embraced between double slash. Now, whenever you are giving regular expression, you should put 2 slashes. Okay, and then you should give it inside whatever you like it. Usually, you will have a regular expression like capital A to capital Z, 0 to 8. Now next next one is regular expression, and then next arrays. You can even store the eraser. Now for example, subjects, his subjects are the subjects, you know, I can store. Arrays are nothing but in the square brackets, sir. Okay, it's like the collection of items. Now he has subjects knowledge in 3 subjects. It's like he may have array of strings. I'm giving it. He's having subjects with maths, science. Okay, arrays are also allowed when you are giving it, comma, one more thing is there, which is called object. Okay. For example, I'm giving address. This guy address. Oh, sorry. You have your key value, address, and in the address, what you are giving it, sir, colon. Uh, I'm giving it again brackets, and here, see, everything is one object. Inside that, I'm giving another object, which is address. Now here, I'm giving it something called street number 23, comma, place, Hyderabad. Something a dummy address. Now let's go here and let's enter, sir. Now what happened? See here, I entered so much data, and then I entered so much data, and I got it here true. Okay, see, I stored string, I stored number, I stored boolean, I stored date, I stored a pattern, I stored some array, and I stored one object also, sir. And it got an acknowledged. What is the acknowledged value? True. So you will write the application, in such a way, whenever I did this command, if I get the acknowledgement value true, that means my application is correct. I can pass. If the acknowledged value is not true, then something error happened in the MongoDB, right? Yeah. You girls can come front actually. That's actually disturbance. Now let's see here. See, it also added something object. Can you see? Object ID. Sir, did you remember when you are adding tables, when you are adding records in tables, how to identify each and every record separately? How do you identify each and every record separately? What is the unique value keeping the record? Primary key. What is that? Primary key. But similarly, I need one primary key for this also, na? Documents, if I want to get the data and all. So, sir, by default, if you did not give ID value, it will only create it on ID by default. MongoDB will generate. It's like the auto created one. Okay, my ID is this. If you want to see it here, you can see it here actually. I will show you how this one. To read the values, collection db.managers.find. If you use find, it will show the data. Now let me see. See, in the managers, one ID is added. What is the ID value? Something. It is auto-generated. Sir, I want to add my own ID, sir. Underscore ID. You have to give default value. If you give value, it will come. If you don't give value, it will only create it. Okay. Now, Shaker name, age 25, result false, and some date. Automatically, date will be stored in the format of ISO date. Okay. Now here, see, which is one date is created, exact date today with the time. All I did is new date. If I write it new date, automatically it created, sir. Now here pattern is created, something subjects array is created, and something address is created. Okay. Now, so what are the things we learned? Next one, you can use some data type called array. Array means collection of values. Collection of some values is called array, sir. And something called object. Object is nothing but key value pairs embraced by flower brackets. Array also embraced by square brackets. Very good. MongoDB is called programmer's database because if you know any one programming language, MongoDB is very easy. MongoDB follows the programming structures. How a function is there, how a thing is there and all. Now, this is one way, sir. Now, second one. Now, if I go here, sir, if you want to insert it using this, go here, go to managers. Now refresh it once. Why the managers is not showing the data? Okay, there is a small managers and capital managers. Very good. It's bad then. Let's drop it. It goes with capital different, small different, sir. It's a case sensitive. Clear, it's not case sensitive. Okay, whatever. Now see, one data is created. Now, interesting fact is, if I go here, if I'm, is there any employees inside the collection? So is there any collection named employees? No, only collection is managers now. Now, if I write it here, db dot employers here. Here I am just adding employees. Employees. Sir, if you write it here, employees, sir, there is no employees actually. But you are inserting one document into employees. It will create the employees and it will insert it. That's what MongoDB. When you are using one database, even it's not created, it will create the database and use it. When you are using directly a collection, you don't need to write it, create collection first and do it. Automatically, it will only create it. If I do this statement, it will absolutely run it. Now, if you go here, this time compasser, now here, employees. Now see, it's created. You got my point, sir? Is it clear? Yeah. Now, next one. Now, CLS. How do you insert multiple values? Okay, let's insert inside the managers. I don't want to store it everything. Name and age only. Name Raj. Age 55, comma. Name. Okay, you cannot do like this. First, if you want to insert multiple values, you can write it here. Insert many. Insert many. Then here, name Raj, age 55, comma. I will just copy paste it. Actually, copy paste is allowed here. Control C, Control V. Name Prasad, age 95. Now let's write it more and more. Now name XYZ. I don't want to give any age. Now absolutely it will add the things ma. Now go here. Now only one mistake in this is array. Go here, go here, go here. Yes. Sir, if you are inserting multiple values into one collection, you have to write it insert many and you have to embrace all the values inside one array, sir. So that it will take it this array values and one value it will insert into the document. So each one will be one document. Now just it inserted. It inserted with an object value of 0 and 1, 2. Okay. Now that means 0th index is added with this object ID. First index is added with this ID and the second index is added with this ID, sir. Now let's go here and let's check it here. Now let's just refresh my applications and then go to managers, and in the manager see the data is there. Now this is what I want to tell you here. In the second one, is there any value, sir? Like, is there any value named result and all? No. In second one, there is no result. In the last one, there is no age. But you cannot create this like data in your MySQL. Why? Because MySQL actually created all the fields for all records. If you are creating this in MySQL, what will happen? For the second one, result, DOJ, everything will become null, right? Because you did not give the values, it will defaultly will take it, this value will be null. That's what the table format. But here it's each one is individual, and this is called document. Document is like one page. Each guy will have different page, and each guy, whatever you write it, and one thing will not depend on another one. Is it clear, ma? Is everything clear till now? Yeah. Sir, how do you add the data using Compass? Go here, add data, and this is more easy. If you want to insert a document here, you can directly insert it. You can write it here, something ID, and here you can write it whatever the values you like it. Comma, name, name, Jai, insert permitted. Yeah. So now let's just insert the J. And if you want to insert multiple values, you have to put them in the in the array. Simple. Here only you can do it, and it will go with this. Why did not added name Jai? Something mistake happened. Edit it. You can directly delete it. Delete. Now, or sir, if you wanna go with something called add JSON file, if you write it here, you can import some JSON file. I think you guys know what is JSON files, right? If you go with one JSON file, you can directly down import the data and it will come. Let me show it to you how that also works. Now, MongoDB is very user friendly and called as something programmer's database. Okay, actually, if you want to use Compass, if you try it for 1 hour, you can only figure it out everything in Compass. That much easy Compass is. Because Compass don't need any commands. If you want to update, you can just click on pencil icon. If you want to copy, copy icon will be there. If you want to clone it, clone will be there, which will exactly make it another copy. If you want to delete it, just click delete icon. You got my point? Okay. Only one problem is this with undo will not be there. Okay. Delete bole to delete. That's it. Okay. Except that everything is fine with the MongoDB. And but we will learn commands also. Okay. So that it will be beneficial for you. Now, for the persons who don't know what is JSON, you go to any website like, for example, I am going with Fake Store API. If you go to any APIs, see this is one JSON. I think you guys know these things, right? When you create an API, do you guys finish the Django course? Okay, you guys know how to create web API? No. If you know it, you will understand it. If you don't know, in actually backend people will create a web API, that means it will able to take all the details from the database and it will store it in one URL. Okay, this URL will store the data in something like this array. Now, if I take this particular data and store it with something products.json, and that JSON file, I can give it actually my MongoDB. Now here, something like sample JSON file. I will just go with this sample JSON file. Something JSON file is there. Why download is not there? Download sample1.json. Download it. Let me open it. VS Code just once. A simple, which is very bad actually. sample. Let me open it. And here I will change this. I will make it somewhat complex only. Fake store API products. I will take all these products, Control C. Okay. URL should not be there. Control C. Go here. Paste it. Control S. Close it. Now come to MongoDB. In the EMS, create one more collection, sir, named products. And in this collection, create a collection, simple. Import the data and create that. I think I downloaded some one sample and sample one. And then if you click on stop an error, so if any errors are there, it will just stop it. Simple. Add it. And it is much faster than your normal database when you are taking the data from CSV file. Even CSV file also will work. Like if you are taking Excel file also it works, but basically it goes with something JSON format, which is very simple and very interesting also. Okay, see, this whole data is there now with me, products, and I can able to take that product image or product title or anything. Now, if you just search it in internet, you will get it all API details. Actually, there is bunch of details for productions. Now, anyway, I will also give some for practice. Now, next one. After insert one and insert many, how to read the data? How to read the data? You will use something called find. We will discuss in detail how the find works, because find is the one which will use where, which will use select according to our logic. Okay, which is very easy. But if you just give normal find, it will just find the elements, sir. Now we will, if you just give find, it will work it like how you will give db dot collection dot find. It returns all the elements, all the documents in that collection, which works for retrieving the data, sir. Okay, sir, there is no big deal how to import the data. You can just click on import button. It's a simple one. Now, if you want to update, how to update, we will see one thing, how to update the data using commands. You have two methods, which is for update one and update many. And similarly, how to delete it, how to delete the data. You have two methods, which are delete one, delete many. We will check these things. How do you delete it exactly, a particular data? How do you delete a particular whole data and all the things? Okay. Now let's just start, sir. If you use compass, directly if you click on pencil icon, you can update it. If you click on trash icon, you can delete it. Okay. Now let's start with reading. Now here, show collections, show collections. Employees, managers, and products are there. Now I want to see what is inside the products. If it is your MySQL, you will write it select asterisk from table name. Okay, same thing here. db dot whatever the table name, whatever the collection name, dot find. If you don't give anything inside, it works like asterisk. It means all. If you don't give anything, it works like all, sir. Now just click on this. Now actually it is showing me so many details. Okay. Now only one problem is there, sir. When you do this command, what if you have 1 lakh rows? It cannot show everything. It will show you maximum 20. Maximum 20 at a time. But if you do request for, see, when you are showing on the screen, it cannot show. But for example, in your Python program, if you do this query, it will return everything. If my program is having it 1 lakh also, it will return all the values if you write this thing in your Python program or Node program. But when you are seeing on a shell, when you are seeing it in your compass, you can directly see. When you are seeing on shell, it can't print 1 lakh immediately, na? So what it will do, it will just show first 20. If you want it more, you have to print it it. You see, it says me type it for more. If you go for it, uh, uh, dot it. Why? Is there any no other values? Shit. It should show, right? It it is used to how many values are there? Here ID 20. It should show in another ones. Uh, why it is not working? Basically, okay, maybe my product contains 20 values. Okay, so if you are having it more values, it will show, sir. Okay, how many we have it and all aggregate functions are there, count and all here also is there, but we will discuss later. Now here, after this, I want to show all the values. I want to see all the values. Instead of seeing, I want to show only top 5 values. Limit. Limit is used to limit the values, sir. Okay, it's like the function chaining. Function chaining means one function dot another function, which will work it like first find will work in db.collection, find will work, which will retrieve the top 20. In that you are getting it limit 5, that means top 5 will come. And if I do it, sir, here only 5 results will come with the id 4. So total 5 will be there, I think. 1. Now next, so try with other API. Maybe there is only 20 products. Yeah, you can try it actually. It will work, sir. Now CLS. Now limit. We are just discussing basic one, but actually there are so many interesting things in the find. We will discuss the operators in the next classes where greater than, less than, you can put it query and all results inside the find only. How do you find exactly specific one? How to find it a person who is having this much salary, who is having greater than this much salary? Those things we will use it inside find only. Now, but I'm using basic one. Limit, it takes a value, a value and prints that many results, prints that many results. Sir, how to find the last 5 then? That is an interesting question. In your SQL, how to find the last 5? You know what you will do? You will just make it reverse and then you will find it. Okay, or you have it like 2 arguments. We don't have the 2 arguments limit. Basically how we will do it here is I can reverse the array, okay, and I can store it, but in I am using a basic logic, something called sorting. We will discuss the queries and all in the Monday, sir, no worries. There is one more called function chaining, which is called sort. Sort is used to sort the values, sorry, sort the documents based on based on certain fields. Here, one means ascending order here. One represents ascending. Minus one represents descending. So I will just go with this. Here db dot find element, and here dot sort, and I'm sorting it, sir, here. Okay, when I'm sorting it, you should give one value here. Braces. Let me give here inside this products, one thing is called title is there, ma. See, there is one thing called title, right? So I will give it here inside this one, title 1. You can give inside the sort method title 1. So you know what will happen? Then it will happen like title value in an ascending order. So it will take it all the elements, and in that elements, it will arrange the elements in such a way that titles will come in the ascending order, sir. Now if I enter it, now here, all the titles, it is printing it. Now instead of using this one, I will use another one, db.managers one. I am using it because this data is easy na to read. Oh, in the title is not there only. So name, I'm giving based on name. So now, if you see, sir, first name, why Shaker came here? Here, this one, second one, this one, sort name, na. See, what is the first name came? Prasad, and then Raj, then Shaker. Okay, then XYZ. P comes first, PRSX. You got my point, ma? But actually, I gave it, actually, Shaker first I gave. Okay, is it clear? Now, if you go on to the compass, see, what is the actual value to be first? Shaker. But here, it will show here Prasad first because I gave it the sorting as that, sir. Now, same thing, I can do reverse also. If I do reverse, XYZ will come first, and then Shaker, and then another value. So I will give it name minus 1. Name minus 1. Minus 1 will returns the values in a descending order, sir, of whatever the field is there. In case if this field is not correct, it will return exactly how they are. Okay, it won't show any error. Now let's go here. Let's enter. Now this time Prasad came last. XYZ will come first. See, XYZ come first, and then Shaker come, and then name comes, and then Prasad. Is it clear, ma? Is it clear? Now same thing. It works with age and all also. If I go here, age, age. Now based on the age, they are ascending it. But interesting point is this: what if any component is not having, sorry, any document is not having the age? Then it will be first. Okay. Now here, see, this XYZ is not having any age. So by default, it will think it as its first one in the ascending order. In the descending order, this will be the last. Is it clear, ma? Any doubts? It's like if nothing is there, it will assume it like false value, 0. So it will be first, whatever the value is there. Now, if you want it in reverse order, based on any argument, minus 1. Retrieving the data of the people with the age in reverse order, sir. It works like your order by. Okay, you don't need any group by. Why we don't need group by is by default each one is separate. Okay, so here we don't need any group bys. Order by will work like this. Select and where are there inside the find only, which we will do it in next classes. Okay, is everyone clear with the basic? How do you add a new column update? How do you delete it? We will do delete. Okay, those things also we'll discuss, and we'll discuss more and more into find sir in the next classes. Okay, clear ma? Now tomorrow is Sunday, so what is the task sir? So for tomorrow's task, install MongoDB and create a database, a collection and documents regarding library management system. A library management system typically will have books, okay, which each books will have their name, their ID and all, and somewhat staff will be there. Okay, like two three collections are enough. Okay, basically you just focus on it, and you may import the data from somewhat JSON files, or you write it on your own T3 file, 2 3 files. It's up to you, 2 3 documents. Okay, and try to perform perform insert one, insert many, sort and limit. Sort and limit. Link will be updated in the links file, sir. Okay, I will update the links, yesterday link and today link. I will update in the links file. Okay, yeah. Till now, any doubts, ma? Till now, any doubts? No. This whole notes also I will just push it into the Google Drive. You can check it here till now, whatever happened. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's it. Thank you all. If anyone have any doubts, you can ask me. If no doubts, boys can start. But online, if any doubts, please mention, ma. Huh? ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసావా? Huh. రాలేదా? ఒక్క నిమిషం. How many days MongoDB will take? Just let's like it more take more than week. That's it. How to be disciplined.